reviewing a very special fragrance to me, quite possibly the greatest fragrance of all time, in my opinion. And this fragrance is none other than Christian Dior's Fahrenheit. This fragrance was released in 1988, the year I was born. So this fragrance is literally as old as I am, which is quite amazing. Anyway, the perfumés behind this fragrance are Jean-Louis Sauzak and Maurice Roger. Now, this is the presentation. Welcome back. The top notes are lavender, mandarin orange, hawthorn, nutmeg flower, cedar, bergamot, chamomile, and lemon. The mid notes are nutmeg, honeysuckle, carnation, sandalwood, violet leaf, jasmine, lily of the valley, and cedar. And finally, the base notes are leather, tonka bean, amber, patchouli, musk, and vetiver. Now, what you really get out of this fragrance, when you first spray it on, you get a heavy dose of petroleum or gasoline, and it's very strong, and it's very dominant. You know, this fragrance really kind of just takes over everything when you first spray it. And you do get the green notes in the background. However, it isn't until the mid that the green notes start becoming more prominent, and they start mixing with the petroleum gasoline notes. And what you essentially get in the mid and the base is a nice combination of petroleum and green notes. When I say green, think of being in a forest somewhere, when it's raining and you could smell all the plants, and everything is just wet and it smells great. This fragrance to me is an absolute classic. This fragrance has been out for literally 26 years. And when you consider how modern and how timeless it still is, that's quite a feat. This fragrance has been reformulated, and I have the reformulated version. I have not smelled the vintage version, so I cannot do a comparison. But from what I hear, the vintage version has a much stronger gasoline note, and it lasts longer. It also projects better. However, whether or not that's actually true remains to be seen. I don't know personally. I can only go by hearsay. Now, as far as the projection of this fragrance projects really well within the first 4 or 5 hours. You're going to get really solid projection. People are going to smell you, and they're going to notice you, and they're going to think you smell different. And that's quite possibly the most important thing I could say about this fragrance, is that it's very different. Now, as far as longevity, you're going to get 8 to 10 hours. That's what I get on my skin. On your skin, it could be different, but I get 8 to 10 hours solid, pretty reliable, pretty consistent every time, 8 to 10 hours. As far as seasons, this fragrance to me reminds me of the fall and spring, mostly because of the green notes in this fragrance. It's very green. You do get the vetiver, and you do get the violet leaf, and you get some floral notes. Also, this fragrance is slightly woody, and that all kind of comes together and creates the fragrance. So it's perfect for the fall, great for the winter, and great for the spring. I really think this would be a good spring fragrance. This would also make a good fragrance for somebody that's looking for something different, a little bit more original, and a little bit more riskier. If you're tired of the run-of-the-mill fragrances that all smell, the same, you might want to give Fahrenheit a try. This is not your typical aquatic, fresh scent. This smells nothing like any other scent, and this fragrance has been out for 26 years, and till this day, there is still nothing that smells like it. That to me is just beautiful. This fragrance is absolutely beautiful. This is a masterpiece, and in my opinion, this is the greatest fragrance of all time. I love it. I wear this whenever and wherever. This fragrance is extremely versatile for me, and it fits my personality so well that I just love wearing it. Now, as far as versatility and when you can wear this, or where you can wear this, you can wear this practically any time of the day. This could be worn in the day, night. This could be worn to work, This can be worn casually. This can be worn on a date, a formal event, to a funeral. This can be worn anywhere. I mean, there are no limits as to where and when this can be worn. So as far as my overall ratings of this fragrance, all right, I'm going to start first with the smell, the overall smell. I give this one a 10 out of 10. It is classic, timeless, but at the same time, it's also brash and raw and uncut. It's like, here I am. This is what I smell like. If you don't like it, you can go to hell. This fragrance projects well. I give it a 9 out of 10 for projection. As far as longevity, again, it lasts 8 to 10 hours. Good longevity, 9 out of 10. As far as versatility, I give it an 8 out of 10. The only reason why I give it an 8 out of 10 is because it's not that versatile. I don't see this being super versatile for a lot of people. This could be, for most people, this could be just your daring scent, not something you necessarily wear every day, which is why I had to give it 8 out of 10. Even though I personally can wear this anytime, I don't necessarily see someone else being able to pull this off all the time. And this is something new I'm adding, compliment factor. How likely are you to get compliments? Well, me personally, I get tons of compliments with this one. If I were making a list with my most complimented fragrances, which I'm going to do in the future, if I were making a list, this would be number one. I have got a lot of compliments off this one. Girls in my city, I live in Chicago. Girls in my city, they love this fragrance. I have never had a negative comment about this fragrance. This fragrance is great. So 9 out of 10 as far as a compliment factor, 9 out of 10. And overall, this fragrance is a masterpiece. I mean, this fragrance, for me to even give it a rating, wouldn't even suffice as far as describing how awesome this fragrance is. But if I'm going to have to give this a rating, and I'm going to, it's going to be a perfect 10. This is a 10 out of 10. It's a great fragrance. Smells awesome. People are going to love it. And if you have the personality to pull this off, I mean, it's going to compliment you so well. Guys, definitely give this one a try. Sniff it out. See what you think. I didn't like it at first. And when I got around to it again, I absolutely loved it. I fell in love with it. This fragrance is awesome. Anyway, thanks for watching. That's it, guys. Peace.